All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and great glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Mahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations to the elect pushing this truth to the four corners of the earth in truth and sincerity. All right, in this particular video, I want to touch on this video that you see on your screen right here. Iran's move just broke the oil market, and what he's talking about is closing of the Straits of Hormuz. If you don't know what the Straits of Hormuz is, it's it's in the Persian Gulf, and it does this little bend, and it's like a choke point. Iran runs it. So right now, it's shut it down, and 20% of Earth's oil passes through the Straits of Hormuz. All right, and because of this move, it's increasing the gas prices today. You know, I think it already went up some change, man. Like it was like almost like it was like 230 something, and that was like 318 or some shit. On a gas station that is next to me, and he said it can reach $150 a barrel, which will double the gas that you see that you used to pay for, and in turn, this will increase what? Not just, your gas or whatever, your food, your clothes, and you be like wondering like, well, how does that translate? Why is my food and clothing and other things expensive as well? Because it costs gas and diesel to drive these things to your local Walmart or wherever you shop at, man. Bass Pro Shop, Trader Joe's, whoever. Yeah, it's trucks, man. Semi-truck, 18-wheelers that drive that over there. And they drive hundreds and hundreds of miles, man. Sometimes across the United States and back. They don't get to the crib for months. Right? And saying all that to say, hey, that takes money. It takes energy. And that right there, that's threatened. So a lot of people are not going to be making ends meet. That squeeze is coming. And another thing, inflation leads to the famine. And you can Google this, AI will tell you, you could type in, does inflation lead to famine? And it'll let you know, yes, it does. Although it's not an indication of total famine, but it does lead to famine, inflation, and then into hyperinflation. If you look at 2 Kings 6:25, where there was that famine in Samaria, they were still paying for shit, but they was just paying an absorbative amount. They was paying like, what is it, 7 shekels for a donkey's head, and they were also paying a lot of money for Dove's dookie. All right, that's inflation. They were still paying stuff, but it was just like shit was inflated. But hey, that can lead to a famine, because if people literally can't afford anything, hey, what's going to happen? All the crime rate, all type of shit's going to happen, right? Now, this mix, people going to lose it, man. People going to lose it. With all of this going on, ICE, the war over there in the so-called Middle East, which is no such thing as the Middle East, that is Eurasia, all right? So-called war over there in the Middle East, China about to take Taiwan, they're talking about cyber attacks, banks having problems. Man, all right, people can't make ends meet. It's about to get even worse. Hey, man, that's why us of those that got Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, just hold on and do as best as you can. Don't get caught up in what the world got going on in the politics of who's saying what about what. I'm talking basically about you. Don't get caught up in drama out here. Who say what about you? Who don't like you? Who will never like you? Things of this nature, man. Just keep on pushing, man. The Lord loves you, all right? So keep pushing And keep doing what you gotta do. We almost out of here, man. Don't get caught up in the rigmarole out here of this world. There's nothing in this world that's worth giving up, your salvation for. Nothing, man. It's not even close when you think about it, man. You don't even have to really think about it. It's just not even close. Anyway.
Americans are already being pushed to their limits. We are seeing that their budgets are stretched. They are not getting enough out of their money. But things just got worse. Over the last couple of days, we have seen oil prices skyrocket to a point they have not been in several years. Look at this. It says oil prices hit highest since 2022 at more than $119 a barrel on Iran war.
Just a couple days ago, it was $91 a barrel. And this was, let me see. The elder called me about a day ago or two. Okay, it was 2 days ago. The oil per barrel was $91. It skipped to $1 something. That's crazy.
That is what happened last night. Oil prices as of this morning are just at $100. Okay?
Oh, okay.
They're right at $100. Now, this is why it's such a big deal. And I've talked about this before, that at the beginning of this year, so January 1st, I'll just go back to January 9th, so 2 months ago, oil was sitting at $60 a barrel. $60. We are now sitting at $100 a barrel, but overnight, it ran up to $119.
That's almost 100% increase right there, man.
So let's just say $120. It doubled in 2 months because of the Iran war. The concern here is that we are dealing with a country or a region that has a lot of oil. A lot of oil. And if this oil doesn't get produced, it doesn't get exported, then what does the rest of the world do? And everybody relies on oil. The concern now, we could be headed towards stagflation. Now, what exactly is stagflation? Well, first off, let me explain it. Stagflation is worse than a recession. Keep that in mind. People are concerned about a recession. Stagflation is worse because, first we have high inflation, we have high unemployment, and we have slow economic growth.
That right there equals chaos, man. While wars are going on, rumors of wars, the streets is unsafe, ICE is out there. And don't get it twisted, man. Trump ain't finished with the northern tribes, man. The prophecy still got to come to pass about, the race war and civil war, man. And a lot of people, that's brewing. That has never really calmed down. People still out there protesting and shit like this, man. Locking ass with ICE. And I heard that they're about to enter another phase, like something way worse than it was doing already. So, hey, shit is going to go down, man. And then combined with people not making ends meet, I got 2 words: The Road. The Road. Watch the movie The Road if you ain't never seen it. All right? Elder Amawanga Bar likes to quote this movie. He says he watches it damn near almost like every day. Right? That's how powerful this movie is, If you have never watched it, Baba Kasha, please go watch it. It's a great watch. Not too much dialogue in it, but the dialogue in it, man, that's in it, golden, man. Don't let you get you some oil next to you and you sipping while you into that. See, bruh. They got them emotional parts, lessons about Eve up in there. Because in these times that's coming, you brothers that got Eve, don't get surprised if she turned on you. All right? I speak for myself too. I think about that from time to time with the woman that I have. She's solid and stuff like that. But you can, you always got to think about these things and prepare. Because Satan will come in and you get tested like that. Would you love your family more than you love the Lord? All right, as the elder to Zion, shout out to that brother. He always says, or he says from time to time, are you a family man or are you a man with a family? You got to think about that. Are you a family man or family? Everything is about the family. You put them first over everything, or you just a man with a family? Which means you have a family, you love them, but the truth comes first. And when it comes down to Yahweh and Yahushai, they are on the back burner. All right? I know things is more complicated than, that, but balance that out as much as you can, man. All right? But it's the time to get focused, laser focused, and just, understand that we at the end, man.
So the problem is, this is a double-edged sword. If policymakers decide they want to fix something like inflation by raising interest rates, guess what? It makes the other things worse, slows down the economy, and we will see higher unemployment. So there is no good way to solve stagflation. It doesn't happen quickly. This is why many people are asking, we need help. How can you help us so that we can take some of our money and we can go and buy goods, we can buy groceries, we can pay for services so all these businesses stop their employees? Well, this is where things get interesting, because the Trump administration originally said, well, you're going to get about $1,000 more in your tax refund on average. So you should be able to use that to go and pay for things like food and services and goods. Well, guess what? Prices are already going up. Because over the past, the start of this Iran war, gas prices have jumped 40%. Okay. But here's why this is important. The other day I mentioned how when a barrel of gas goes up by $10, it raises the cost for the American people by $300 per year.
Damn.
Okay? Think about this. Gas prices went up. Okay? They went from $60, they went up, now are at $100. That is $40. That's 4 times. Meaning,
and I just want to
4 times 300, $1,200 is how much more we are paying today than at the beginning of the year. But keep this in mind as well.
These features from Robinhood Gold are too good not to share. Get a 3.35% APY with Robinhood Gold.
Mind as well. It ran up to almost $120 last night. Okay, $120. That's $60. Okay, 6 times. That's $1,800 more. Okay, just last night. That's why people are asking for a pretty much help. Look at this. Okay, we're still getting more of these questions. Are we going to get President Trump's $2,000 tariff refund check?
No, that's a no. That's already been answered. That's a no. That's not happening. He said if the Supreme Court strikes down his whole tariff thing that he did, he put tariffs on all of those countries. Well, the Supreme Court deemed it illegal. So he said, well, that was it for you, your tariff rebate check. That was it for that. So that's gone. No, you're not getting that. See, people asking because, hey, people feeling that pressure. Before you know, hey, tribulation, man. Great tribulation. Lack of food, lack of water. Isaiah 13 happened. 2nd Ezra 15. All right. But anyway, this was the point, He's just going to keep going on, people asking questions. The oil is going up, and it's going to keep going like that if this war keeps going on. And if you, just do a soft search on what's going on with the war right now, just like a little 5-minute search. That shit is popping. Yesterday, they just bombed each other's water desalination plants, which converts rather salt water into fresh water. And they need that vitally over there in the Middle East. They struck Iran's oil refinery, which provides them 50% of their energy. So Hey, nah, shit is just heating up. Anyway, hope it was edifying. Hope you could take something from it. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.